And these communication tools are extremely important and valuable. And so my job is to nurture and care for the parts of me that are afraid, while also keeping on purpose and staying strong and committed to turning my passion into my vocation. Is that I know what it's like to not come into a space with tools of meaningful connection and want the desire to acquire them, and what that's like and how challenging that can be sometimes. So I think that empathy puts me in a good place to guide and support people on their journey. We have to be willing to look at all of the stuff, like the light and the dark in us, when we start opening to it. But I think that's the value of community, right? Like when we journey with other people, then the bumps and bruises that we might get along the way are more light-hearted and fun. They're not like, oh, I'm injured. It's more like, hey, check me out. Like I got a bruise from doing that thing. That was, yeah, and then me too. Check out my bruise. And we can just sort of collaborate together. And a problem shared is a problem halved. You know, when we're in community, it makes such a difference when we're doing new things, new scary things. It makes it more like excitement than fear, because fear and excitement very similar depending on the context. Can I handle it? And when there are other people with us, yes, we can then handle it much more than if we're alone and isolated. The same thing can just be pure fear rather than any amount of excitement and, wow, this is great, isn't it? Because when I'm activated outside of a container, I can go into a lot of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and just try and protect myself. But when I get subtly activated in a held space, then I can have a little bit more ability to witness it and look at it and learn from it. And it's not overpowering, and I'm not alone, and I'm allowed to be activated. There's a consent, there's even an encouragement. That's called finding one's edge. If I can be on my edge, it's enough activation for me to see things about myself, but not too much to push me over where I just need to cocoon or I need to take time out and re-regulate. And that's the therapeutic value of shared space and doing activities where there's an edge, but there's a container that holds that edge so that people can grow and learn and benefit from the activation. Tools for Meaningful Connection teaches ways of being accepting in response to another. And Friday nights, I do empathy listening circles. And we share with each other. And then the only response is guessing at the feelings and needs that are being expressed. And that is a way of accepting the person as they are and being with them. Instead of saying, you need to be different, it's saying, is this how you are? Like, tell me more about that. I'm here with you. And that really supports, because self-awareness is growing, and supporting self-acceptance is such a valuable contribution from community. How wonderful to utilize another human's nervous system to get perspective on the situation so you can see a little bit more clearly. Okay, now I've got an additional perspective from talking it out with someone, and that is some of the value of having community, right? Why we're not just sitting there alone thinking, because that can often not get us anywhere. That just takes us down familiar pathways. But having other humans, other nervous systems to gently support an alternative viewpoint or an alternative perspective, wow, what a great way to sort of shortcut the process of getting out of that shame spiral and realizing. Bye for now.